This morning, it is what, the 3rd of February. We're here at Klein Tafelberg. We have got 4 vehicles in total. We've got Heinz at the back in the Nissan Patrol. We've got Richard in the Fortuner. We've got Nigel, who has joined us from Kleinmond area, also in a Fortuner. And then we got Squirrel and myself in the RTA Prado. So temperature very warm, sand is very soft at the moment, and we're looking forward to what's going to be probably a very interesting day. There's definitely going to be a recovery or two in this soft sand, but I cannot think of a better time of the year. The sand is probably at its softest right now, and that is going to make Klein Tafelberg the most challenging experience we've had so far. So hold tight and let's see how this day goes. What a splendid night that was. Our first night at Klein Tafelberg is now behind us, and we're getting ready to drive the tracks today. We are heading through to the driver's briefing to get the lowdown from Dolph. That's Heinz just busy pulling in his 3-litre diesel Nissan Patrol, and Richard in his 3-litre D4D Fortuner. It's time to get those forms completed so that we can enter the track. It's 300 Rand per vehicle, or 400 Rand if you require a guided tour here at Klein Tafelberg.
It is midsummer now, sand is loose, it's dry, so traction. Tire pressure is going to be everything today, and keep your momentum. That's Diepsloot, that's a bit of a rocky section. Just before Diepsloot you'll see we've added new signboards all over the track, so it will give you a small signboard that says rocky section. There, just again, your tires are going to be soft, it is summer, so keep your line, your wheel placement for the rocky sections. There are suggestion boards on each obstacle. Again, that's just my point of view, that's how I approach it. Everybody's got their own opinion and their own ways to do it.
Driver's briefing now over. We're looking forward to hitting that trail. We met Nigel at the driver's briefing, and he is joining us for the day in his 3-litre D4D Fortuner as well. Klein Tafelberg is very diverse with its fauna and flora. Guys, keep a lookout for animals crossing the tracks. Remember, we are the guests here, not them. It's a beautiful little, I'm guessing it's a little leopard tortoise that was crossing the tracks there. Fortunately, even though to its size, Squirrel managed to spot it. I didn't see it at all. Obstacle description: sand obstacle, short sharp S-turn at the bottom, then a sandy incline to the top. Gear selection is 3rd, low range. The footage from the outside might not look that bumpy. I can assure you, inside the cab of this car, it feels like we are being thrown around. But that's what Milkshake Hill is all about. Second up on Milkshake Hill is Nigel in his Fortuner. Alright, keep going. It's going to be a sharp bend again. Nigel, you're making it look like a walk in the park, my friend. On the track, we're all about tire pressures and tread, but have a look how the suspension is getting a run for its money on this track. That's Nigel at the top of Milkshake Hill, and Heinz on his way up in the Nissan Patrol.
How's it, guys?
Hey Heinz, how was that?
That's awesome. It seems like a double milkshake, that one, eh?
Yeah, you enjoying the track so far?
Lovely, awesome.
And she's driving nicely.
Yeah, she's not a Toyota, hey, but she's pretty capable.
Yeah, she's a Nissan. She's up there with the big boys.
We'll do our best.
Magic. Enjoy.
Lekker.
We're now at Fain Dry. We've just arrived at Stevens Hill. Obstacle description is obviously sand obstacle, 60 meters straight run up, sharp right turn, steep incline, sharp left turn, third gear low range. If you have a diff lock, lock it.
Clearly ran out of juice on the first attempt. Let's try this one again.
Coming back, reversing. Third low, but I didn't get enough momentum in the start.
Dropping down to second low. Let's see how it works. Like an absolute bomb, baby, like a bomb.
All right, I don't know if you can see that mountain range in the background there. There's one that kind of looks like an elephant. That's the Piketberg Mountains in the distance there. Piketberg is just on the other side of that. Maton's Hook is in front of that to the right hand side.
Now looking from the video footage, it doesn't look like an elephant at all. But go drive out that side, have a look, and you'll see what I'm referring to. Nigel coming up Stevens Hill. Looks like he's taking the right line there, coming in nice and tight in the corner, kicking up a hell of a lot of sand. What a wave of sand that is making. That's incredible.
There we go. Keep going, Nigel. You're doing great. You're doing great. Keep going. Keep going. You're almost there. There we go, Nigel!
That's Richard coming along for his first attempt at Stevens Hill. Takes the line in, also kicks up some sand, but looks like that corner soaked up all of the power. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think he's going to make it up that one.
All right, I don't know how much of that you can see from up here. We've heard on the last obstacle a bit of a knocking noise. We've heard it significantly more now on Richard's Fortuner. We suspect it's a CV, and we're not out here to do damage to vehicles. So we've put it forward through to Richard to take the bypass, and he has agreed.
All right, Richard, that was a tough one, that knocking on what we suspect is the CV. Bit concerning, so we're going to take it easy from here. We don't want to leave a damaged vehicle on the mountain. So we'll assess every obstacle as we get to it.
Yep, I
I agree with that.
Heinz, a bit of a shaky start. It looks like you've recovered. You've cut that corner actually nice and sharp, stayed out of all of the soft stuff on the bend, and that looks like the recipe to have gotten up this hill.
Got some good speed there, so by the looks of it I think he'll make it all the way up. Here that motor is working hard. He's got nice let's call it marshmallows as tires, and they just seem to go everywhere. There he goes, nicely up around the bend, and Heinz is at the top. All right, we've now arrived at the rocky section. Just 2 tips. First tip, first gear low range. Second tip, check wheel placement to avoid tire damage. Remember, often it's safer to drive over the rock than it is to try and avoid the rock.
Centimeters, gonna drop now. So you tell me where you want your wheels.
Yeah. No, I'm happy with the path. I'm slightly wider, but like I'm probably 2 inches wider. So I think the placement is right. Just watch. Just.
Slowly, little bit. Slowly, you're on the drop off now. Okay, the rock's made it faster. Slowly. You start into the center, the rear right. And you are off. That is just a light touch of your exhaust.
Okay.
We have arrived at Diepsloot.
this little rock step cannot be underestimated. As simple as it looks, it can actually end up being a little tricky at times, especially for new drivers. Tire placement, tire pressure here is everything, as well as the line. It's not a very complicated climb, but a lot of fun, one or two little tricks to it. Some suspension creak so that you know that everything is still there. I've opted to take the right hand side here and just trying to avoid that little edge. No spotters, so trying to make sure the tires don't slip off that little lip on the edge.
Right, we're going to keep your wheels as straight as possible. Alright, you're turning. There we go. Keep going, a little bit gentle momentum. No, stop. Go back. Hold on. Okay, wait, hold. Yeah, I think that'll be better. Just busy building a ramp to get some traction, Richard. Okay, slowly again. Come in some more. Nicely done.
We've just arrived up at Distasi. There are 2 or 3 wild campsites here which can be booked. Must be absolutely amazing to be camping out here at night. There's no electricity, no water, so it really is a wild camp, but it must be an amazing experience. And now we're going to launch into some gratuitous B-roll.
We got another rocky section. Use low gear, low range first gear. Obviously check wheel placement and avoid tire damage. We're now descending Heartbreak to get ready to turn around and to see who conquers her and who doesn't. You can see how rutted it becomes, all of the cross axles. It becomes very bouncy. I can see a big one here.
this far.
That was second gear. I'm going to try third now.
I might actually leave it in second. She sounded good.
Copy.
I am up, but I might need to come down on tire pressure. It is so vicious with the hard tires.
Okay, let's assess when we get up there.
Rich, can you go a little forward so there's just some space for Graham in here? Up and going forward. Thank you, I think that's it.
Oh guys, I'm stuck.
You stuck, Graham?
Yeah, I'm stuck behind you guys because you won't move. Right, that's Klein Tafelberg in its chops. It's done, boys and lady. Thank you very much for what was an absolute awesome day. That swimming pool here at Klein Tafelberg is really inviting right now.
Very nice.
Now for me, we specifically chose this month in which to do Klein Tafelberg. We've done Klein Tafelberg in the past. Sand was a lot more moist, which means it's a harder pack, so it's a relatively easier ride. And we decided to wait until the month of February, where this sand should be its driest, its softest, and where Klein Tafelberg is its most challenging. If we have to recap on the day, if I can go over to you, Hans, what for you was the highlight of the day? What for you was the big event, and what did you get out of today?
I think, you know, in theory, some of the most important parts of driving trails like this, I had a few challenges, as you all know, with tire pressure. I came down to 0.8 bar and it flew through it, but it seemed to lose a bead on one of the tires.
Yeah.
Right? Now certain cars are heavier, other cars are lighter, so you have to adapt that. I didn't adapt that. I went to the standard, and unfortunately, so I came up from that tire pressure, 1.2 bar. It made it way more challenging. all the undulation in the soft sand made it quite violent. So it was an interesting, like I've never actually experienced it quite as stark, the difference between the proper, the right tire pressure and too hard. So it was very interesting. The sand was super soft. I've been here before, yes. It was tougher, the sand, than previously. Could not get up Heartbreak Hill, whereas previously we'd got up Heartbreak Hill. So, but a great day out. Good people, good company, good vehicles, good track. What else could you ask for?
Well, on that, not one of us made it up Heartbreak, which is a heartbreak. But at the end of the day, that's why it is Heartbreak. We chose the hottest time of the year. We chose the softest sand to attempt the biggest obstacle here. And Nissan Patrol, Toyotas, 0, Heartbreak Hill. It took 3 of us today.
There we go.
Yep.
Right.
Yes.
And then we've got Nigel here, our firefighter. So first of all, thank you very much for everything that you do in the community and assist, especially knowing that there are fires around and it is fire season. So glad you were able to take a little bit of a break and have a bit of a breather. How did you find Klein Tafelberg today?
For me personally, this was my first trail here at Tafelberg. Yes, it was challenging, but very rewarding. I think Stephen Hill.
Yes.
Stephen Hill's.
That was your victory hill.
Yeah. Let me know my vehicle capabilities a bit better. Which gear selection to use. So now I know third gear is very capable for hill like Stevens Hill.
Yes.
But overall, I enjoyed it, and I think the rock climb also. The rock climb was good, but challenging. But overall, it is a good track, and I enjoyed it very much.
No, that is awesome. Once again, thank you very much. This was very spur of the moment with you guys joining us, but definitely worth it. I hope it was a sensation of a day. Richard, for you, what did Klein Tafelberg mean for you?
Very challenging. Brilliant course. Absolutely stunning. My vehicle did not perform as well as I hoped, but then I do have some issues which I need to attend to, but it's challenging, but it's enjoyable. And I think challenging yourself in these environments it's adrenaline rush, and it's just good fun.
Look, I think with a lot of these tracks, often we throw so much weight into, I drive a Nissan Patrol, I drive a Land Cruiser, or I drive a Ford Ranger, or you know, we kind of give our brands a lot more credit than what is due, because at the end of the day, those vehicles cannot drive themselves up the tracks.
No.
4x4ing is a combination of the vehicle's ability
and the
driver's ability in 2 parts: to be able to identify the line he needs to take, and to be able to understand his vehicle, to be able to get his vehicle through that line. Now, today, we, especially with you, with the mechanical issues that we picked up on, we deliberately chose to avoid certain obstacles, obviously to safeguard the vehicle. Nobody's here to break vehicles, to damage vehicles. There's a level of responsibility in the fact that we're still 200 kilometers away from home.
Exactly.
So I don't see it as a downer. Your car did very, very well through the areas that we could take it through.
Yeah.
And we were cautious in areas where we couldn't, where it was, let's call it maybe best practice not to push it to those limits. But at the end of the day, 4 vehicles started this track, 4 vehicles came down. And that is the most important. And we had, I think, a great time. We got to know Nigel and his missus, got to know Heinz a little bit more. I've met Heinz, I think, 2 or 3 times in the past. And then obviously we know Richard over here. But yeah, guys, thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Only a pleasure.
That was absolutely brilliant. And to the photographer there,
Go Squirrel.
I just want to
Nigel.
thank everyone. Thank you for inviting us to go with you on the trail, and thank you for the spirit, and it was nice meeting you all.
Yeah, pleasure.
Good to meet you as well. That was good.
Man.
Yeah.
Great.
So right guys, we will see you on the next track. Okay, you can kill it. No, seriously, you can kill it. Klein Tafelberg is situated in the Sunveld area, about 14 kilometers from Redlinghuis and approximately 200 kilometers out of Cape Town city centre. So it's just a hop, skip and a jump from Cape Town. This jewel is managed by Dolf and Elise Botha, who will make you feel right at home. The campsite has a swimming pool and it is as refreshing as it could be on a hot day, with a child-friendly splash pool for the young ones too. Ablutions are neat and tidy and very well maintained. And as for the 4x4 track, Dolph's driver's briefing is very informative. The track is extremely well demarcated, possibly the best marked track I've yet to see. And over and above the beautiful Sunveld 4x4 track and campsite, one can also take part in a few additional activities such as airsoft, shooting range, hiking, traditional or sport climbing, as well as having a great time on the rock climbing wall. For more information, please contact Dolf and Elise. Look them up on social media or their website and make contact. You will not be disappointed.